we're just talking to Rod, and the question was if I put a buddy on my single guy, no kids, right? House and some funds. And it doesn't really matter, how much, because to my way of thinking, um, it doesn't take much to make a big difference when you're in the long-term care situation. Not if you're private paying. If you're private paying, you're broke in a year at the max. That's assuming you sell everything, right? So nursing home poverty, I keep talking about it. Well, it's real. So if you want stuff to go to your buddy, leftovers, I'm not going to do a whole plan just to make sure that, Jimbo gets whatever. I'm not going to do that. But I would like it if I've got something left that friend of mine gets something. Nothing the matter with that. But first of all, there has to be something left. And first of all, right, your needs need to be met. Your needs need to be met. What needs do you have? You're an older guy, single, no kids. Well, listen, if you're older guy, single, no kids, and you've been working and you've been saving and you're pretty well taken care of, right? Right. Except that when it comes to the long-term care, and this is true of everybody, it's not limited to married people, single people, not widowers. This is not limited. It's everybody. You need the long-term care. Things go better with a few bucks. Things go better with Coke. Remember that? Anyway, forget things go better when you have a few dollars extra. And the whole Medicaid thing is you ain't going to have a few dollars extra because we're going to break you first. And once you're broke, then we'll talk about it. Okay. Then we'll talk about whether or not we take your house too right now, or we wait until you die and then we take your house at that point. That's the other thing I should have mentioned with a will. If your house is going through the will, they're coming after that also. And what benefit did you get from it? Zero. Zero. So the planning that we do is all about, well, how do I make sure that it's going to be there for you? And the answer is I get you qualified for Medicaid, you get qualified for Medicaid, you do the trust, you do the planning in advance. Your assets are still there for you, right? For your loved ones to use for your benefit. And then rather than be subject to a state recovery or being lost in the first place, then they can go to the people whom you love.